one of the things about our holidays that we so often either forget about or, tend to not talk about is this is one of the few days of the year where, again, it's kind of a cliche, but it's almost like Bill Murray giving his speech at the end of Scrooge, which is it's a day that we can cheer a little more, be a little nicer, more considerate to people. But it's not a universal attitude. It's a rare attitude. And when we think about the happiest places in the world, we are not happy by any stretch, especially compared to other parts of the world. Now, you sent me this clip from this older gentleman who was, I believe, is from someplace in Scandinavia and was highlighting why their way of life is so much more happy and fulfilling than ours is, and why we should be a lot more like the Nordic countries in terms of how we live our lives.
Wait, is this the one where he talks about how President Trump said that, we need to get more people coming here from the Scandinavian countries? Yes, and it's shocking they don't want to come here. But yes, that's what
you might have heard of over there. And their president the other day was babbling on about immigration. And this is one thing that he said. Have a listen.
Why can't we have some people from Norway, Sweden, just a few? Let us have a few. From Denmark, do you mind sending us a few people?
Wow. Why is that? What could possibly be the reason or the reasons for this? Why are the people of the Nordic countries all not stampeding down to an airport and flying off to Yankee Doodle Dandy Land? So yeah, maybe it is something as simple as the fact that we are happy. We are happy where we are. We consistently talk.
Freeze it. We are, so for people who aren't looking, it's just happiest countries. Now, I don't know what poll this is by, but pretty much across the board, if you've ever looked at polls regarding these types of measurements, this is fairly accurate. Like, this is how it is. So guys, so the countries that are in Scandinavia are 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 7, and then we're number 27. In terms of happiest countries, we're 27. Well, why would someone move from a happier country to a less happy country? Who does that?
And these are countries that are very cold climates. So you would think that, oh, it's cold or it's dreary. They talk about that all the time. Why would they? Again, that's not
the people in Cleveland and Buffalo. It's plenty cold and dreary here too.
No, what I'm saying is that it is cold and dreary there, but they're not miserable. They're actually very happy with their lives. And I think the reflection of that has as much to do with their democratic socialist republic that they have, that these countries do have, that we are severely lacking in. And that is one key measurement when it comes to happiness. You know what these 5 countries have in common that the United States doesn't have? They have universal education. They have universal child care.
Well, wait for him to get into it. So that I was just pointing out how his system is. Like, let him go through the ranks because I think some of this is addressed in there. But like, guys, so you see the numbers in green are good and anything not in green is not good. And we're down there in yellow at 27.
World's happiness index every single year. And maybe it's because we live in societies with strong civil liberties and political rights. That is pretty cool as well. We have low levels of income inequality.
That's a huge one.
This one, but the one before it was insane. We were the only one in triple digits on that chart, the one right before this. Oh my God, guys. So regarding civil liberties and political rights, we're 186.
But my Constitution.
The next closest on the list is Iceland at number 20. Oh my God, we're at 186 regarding civil liberties and political rights. That's just
186. I mean, there's like what, 192 countries total?
Something like that. Yeah.
We're right. Again, when we talk about our civil liberties, like you said, what civil liberties?
Oh,
they don't exist. They're all gone.
And political rights. That is pretty cool as well. We have low levels of income inequality in all of the Nordic countries, Corruption isn't really something that we have to deal with on a daily basis in our lives. We live in peaceful countries.
Global peace. I'm surprised we're not dead last, considering we pretty much start every foreign conflict or war in the world.
I would bet, well, the ones that are last are subsidiaries of us. I bet you anything. Like the ones that are the last ones are the ones that we use as proxies to do a lot of the stuff. So it's who knows how these numbers are calculated. But again, the peace index, Iceland #1, USA, I think it says 126, 28. What does it say?
Yeah, 128.
We are safe. And who doesn't want to be safe on a daily basis, leading the lives that they lead? We enjoy high levels of press freedom. That is a really cool indicator that.
Another clear example of how that has significantly deteriorated since the Telecom Act of 96 and even the Fairness Doctrine of 87. It's all a reflection of how far down the list we've gone. Now, if you go prior to those two significant landmark policy changes, one under Reagan, one under Clinton, my guess is that when it came to press freedom, we were pretty high up there.
So let me be clear. I do not know where these particular numbers are from, but what they are is very indicative of lifestyles in those countries versus this country. So it doesn't matter, right? Like this is where we fall in these areas in relation to non-imperial, non-completely crony capital places.
Correct.
That's just, it doesn't matter what the number
or a society is doing well. Things are pretty good in our daily lives as well. It's easy for us to get ahead in life, you know.
This again is a reflection of having universal health care, universal education,
strong unions,
strong labor unions. It's all connected. And these 5 countries they're in the top 5 in terms of social mobility. So you can complain all you want about how the rich have to pay high taxes, and they do. But as you can see, the stabilization in terms of income inequality is pretty much rendered mute because of the fact that they have this balancing act that they're able to pull, which, as we can see at number 27, despite being the wealthiest nation in the world, doesn't really hold water.
Social mobility, climbing the social ladder. We have a good work-life balance, which gives us more time with our family and our friends and, of course, ourselves. Like most places in the world, of course, we have 5 weeks of annual leave. And we get extra money to spend on our holidays. Post-secondary education is, of course, on our holidays.
Stop. I'll take care of it.
Those numbers are accurate numbers. So the numbers that are rating us on an index, I don't know what that poll is or what they're basing that on. But in terms of the amount of paid annual leave, and by the way, this is just for regular holiday. This is because he's going to this isn't parental leave. That's a whole other thing. This is just how much paid holiday time other countries give. And this is pretty accurate. Close enough.
And we get extra money to spend on our holidays. Post-secondary education is, of course, free. And actually, we get paid to educate ourselves.
So one of the key things that you also have to remember, which is something that we've harped on for a very long time, which I felt was probably Bernie's strongest economic message when he ran the first time, was tuition-free public college and trade schools. In these countries, they pay you to learn a skill that is necessary for the society to thrive. We don't have anything of the sort here in this country. We have these schools that you have to pay to go to in order to learn a skill. It should be in the inverse. Hey, listen, we need more engineers. We need more plumbers. We need more electricians. We need more carpenters. We are going to train you and pay you and make sure you get a well-paying job because we need you to fill these positions. That's what goes on in Scandinavia. Seems like a pretty novel idea, doesn't it?
Our countries invest in us when we take an education. Family is important to us. We get lots of time off for parental leave. Duh.
Okay. So for anybody not looking, the shortest amount of time on the list next to us is Norway. They give 49 weeks of paid parental leave. Okay, 49 weeks. And then the other ones are, you've got 2 that are 52, they take 1 year. And then there's a couple 64, and Sweden is 69. Like, we're zero. But yet somehow people think our kids are going to be able to grow up and be competitive in any sort of world where the children of these people are growing up.
You know, and it's parental leave. So it's split between the parents. Universal medical care is, of course, a no-brainer. I mean, most countries in the world have this. Who wants to live in a country where just breaking a leg can actually bankrupt you?
Right.
Yep. There it is.
And that's what I say to people when they come in, and inevitably people's like, well, if it's single payer is this, or if it's government, any libertarian crap or whatever, people come in or say stuff like, well, in other countries, it's not good. And they have to wait for things in other countries. We have to wait for stuff here, plenty, even people with insurance. And they start talking about the problems in other countries' health systems, which arguably there are plenty, I'm sure. But the first thing I will always say is, how many people go bankrupt in those countries every year because of medical debt? And of course, none. So we can argue about the method, but our system is a complete failure.
Who wants to live in a country where just breaking a leg can actually bankrupt you? And yeah, generally, maybe it's just because we have this cool little thing that we call democracy, and we're pretty damn good at it. I mean, there's probably lots of other reasons as well, you know, low levels of crime and murder. Our kids don't have to wear bulletproof backpacks when they go to school. We don't ban books like it's the Middle Ages. Like, the number of banned books in the Nordic countries is exactly 0. We're not forced into car dependency in our transport. We haven't fixed gender equality yet, but yeah, we lead the rest of the world on that front as well. So yeah, wow, what a surprise. We're doing just fine where we are, you know? Oh my God, it's almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon. What am I doing still working here? Everybody else has gone home, man. I gotta go, gotta live my life. Have a good one.
Exactly. That's why the people from Denmark aren't rushing to our shores to come here.
Despite what the president would want us to believe, why aren't people rushing over?
Oh.
It is
the people in the, first of all, the people in the more impoverished countries and the more vulnerable countries, even they would not necessarily be rushing to come here either if it weren't for us completely creating such political and economic upheaval in those countries, on top of them just being more vulnerable. So people would rather live infinitely more, or let's say, less financially secure, to be where they are and be in their home place. So, you know, why are people coming here? It isn't just because of the money. It's because we create environments that are unlivable for people around the world.